What's up guys, welcome to this video. I just started recording this and I just figured out that my phone was flipped 180 degrees, so fuck it. Just gonna start again. I don't know if I can fix that, so I'm just gonna start again. Kraken review. Second review of the channel, which is weird because I said before like I'm gonna make so many reviews and shit, and now this is just the second one. This is slippery. I just oiled it yesterday and the oil went all the way to the handle, so that's fucking nice. And I took off the tape so it sounds really OG sound. Anyways, and design, it's a Kraken, really nice looking. Machining wise, the texturing, it's really good. Filling, it's not rough at all. Maybe it was a tiny bit better if it was rougher, because it would give a little bit more grip. So I mean the texturing, it's really not that big of a thing. I think the squid trainer texturing, it's rougher, so it's probably gonna give you more grip than this. But it's really nice. The machine lines and O's are really good. They give some grip and they're also really good they're really good for design. The last cutouts can be used as a weight distribution system. You could basically put a weight right there. You can put like a pivot and a screw, like a female male part, and you can basically change the balance of the knife and make it more handle biased to change the experience. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Then on the sides of the handles we have those lines right there, kind of helps with the grip, and the jimpings, which are really soft. So yeah, I don't really do ladders, but they help a tiny bit with the grip. Now the handles are also rounded, and it's aluminum 7075, and they are rounded, and they do tapers on the top, so it's a little bit more easier to put out fans, to do fans and tricks like that. The blade is a Bowie profile, really nice cutouts. Does have a chamfer spine. The cutouts are not really chamfered, but it's a pretty nice blade. I do like the chamfer spine. Now let's talk a little bit about tolerances on this. I really got unlucky with this body because as a tiny, oh fuck you, focus. Oh my fucking god, don't fucking my foot, Jesus Christ. Can you focus this? Okay, it does have a little bit of play. And tap, now it's basically minimal because I put a shit ton of oil on this, too much, but oh yeah, sorry for the noises, this thing is kind of old. But anyways, the tolerances are not the best, and trying to fix it, I stripped one of the screws, so I had to replace it with a whole screw that I have and yeah, I didn't sort the tap out, which kind of is disappointing since this thing had tap after 2 weeks that I had this, that I homed it. And I'm not really big of a tolerances. I don't think tolerances are really that important, or like they're important but not that much as some people say or think they are. Well, you know, $250 to have tap after 2 weeks, and this thing shouldn't be a thing. And I know I can tune the bushing out, I just don't feel to do it. I know I can send it to someone, but honestly I don't really care at this point. Fuck it. Also, one thing that I noticed when I got it, the handle gap, it's kind of closed. it didn't close. Like, it's the same as I got it, but in the open position, the overall endo gap, it is kind of close. Like, I saw other Krakens like this one with the same endo gap, but I also saw Krakens with a bigger endo gap, so that's why I'm kind of confused, you know. But I think it's fine. Like, overall, the tolerances, they don't really affect the flipping. This thing still flips really great. It is a really light flipper, 4.3 ounces, really good weight. Balanced, it is neutral with a slight endo bias. The weight distribution, it's nice. You have some weights on the back. You have a tiny bit of tip weight. I think if there would be a little bit more tip weight, it would be better. Also because the aluminum is 7075, which is heavier than 6061. But I think it's a pretty decent balance either way. Then you can actually buy a second market like blade, a blade from the second market, like hourglass blade. They make some custom blades for the Kraken with a lot more tip weight. So if you want like a new trainer blade, you can buy one of them. Buy one of theirs trainer blade, but they're kind of expensive. They're like $120. So yeah, I mean, if you want to mod it, you can actually mod it like that. Then let's talk about not flipping. I mean, yeah, flipping, but not in the same way that I did with a usual, like I usually do, or not like I did with the Firefly. So one thing that I noticed every time I flip this, it's that it's a good flipper. But one thing that I noticed is that when I'm flipping another bison and then I come back to this one, this thing flips a ton better. This thing just flips really good. For no reason. Like, I don't know what it is, but you just go from a volley, like a random volley. I got some volley right there. And then you come back to this thing, and this thing is fucking crazy. I don't know what it is, but it's like it just flips so much better. And that's what I call the Kraken effect, which is something that I have only with the Kraken so far. I do have something similar with the Arctic. I just go back to the Arctic and I'm like, wow, this thing flips really nice. But the Kraken is really crazy for that. Like, and something that I find out is that this bison is decent. It's like good for learning tricks. But what's even better is learning a trick with another knife, like a, I don't know, Mako V4.5 or an Arctic or whatever, and then you go back to this one, you try to do the same trick, and this one does just, you do the trick without any problems. Just sit there, you try it the first time, and you basically got it. It is so weird, but it's, I don't know, I feel like that every time I do, like, try to do a trick and I'm learning a trick with another knife, and then I try the same trick in this one, this bison just does the same trick so much better, or it's like so much easier to do the same trick on this knife. And I don't know what the fuck that is, but I really like that. Oh yeah, sound test and tolerances. Well, tolerances you already ordered, but sound test. Oof. So those are sound tests. Just looped it yesterday. My ends are full of fucking KPL. But it's fine. Not really, it's fucking slippery. But yeah, the weights of this, the balance, the long handles are really good for momentum. Just the way this thing flips, it's really good. Now, is it worth it? 230, 240 bucks for this? No, it's not. Why? Well, the Kraken is a really good flipper, and it's the trainer. This is the trainer, of course, and it's really good. I love this thing. It's probably my favorite trainer. But in my opinion, you shouldn't buy this. What you should do is buy a real Kraken, a Tanto or Bowie Kraken, and then if you want a trainer, you could either put a tape on the blade or make it dual. You just take some sandpaper or something, you just do like that a few times and it's dual, and you have a fucking amazing trainer. Because the Kraken trainer is nice, but the balance on the Tanto and Bowie is definitely better than this, and everybody said that. Everybody. Then what is better than Bowie and Kraken? People say then Bowie and Tanto. They say that usually Tanto is a little bit better, probably because it has more tip weight, so it's more balanced. I don't know. But I say, if you had to pick a Kraken, even if you want a trainer, buy the real Kraken, put some tape or make it dual. And if you want to have a light blade Kraken, you just take off the tape, or you just sharpen your blade back, which you can do. You can just send to someone, you're gonna sharpen it for like what, $10 or something. And I would definitely say, I would suggest to do that rather than buying this, because you're paying the same basically amount of money. You're paying like 250 for a knife, or 270, which is worth it in my opinion. But for the trainer, for 240, I mean, it's a good trainer, but in my opinion it's not really worth that much. And you can really get the better flipper out of the light blade for a little bit more. And you can do that if you do the blade or tape the blade, you have a really amazing trainer. So I would say you can buy the Kraken trainer, but I would say that there are probably better trainers out there for the price and the sound. Like, a lot of people don't like the ring, but you want the Kraken, just get a light blade Kraken, tape it or make it dual, and boom, you have a really nice sounding Kraken with really good tolerances. Maybe not like this one. So yeah, so that's the thing. In my opinion, the Kraken is a really nice body sound, but I don't recommend a trainer. I'll say, I mean, it's a fantastic trainer if you really want the trainer, because maybe they're not legal in your country, and maybe your family doesn't support light blades, because you know, not everybody is pro light blade, which is fine. Then buy the trainer. But if you really want the best Kraken flipping experience, buy the light blade and dual the or put some tape, and then you will get the best Kraken. And then when you're ready, you can just take the tape off for sharpen again. You have a fantastic knife. So that's my thought, my little review on the Kraken. Really nice body. So yeah. And the dislikes, I don't really have anything against this knife. Even though maybe the way distribution is not really the best, I think it's a really good still bison. But one thing that I don't really like is that sometimes it gets a little weird on the feeling. So this thing, it's really smooth, and feeling wise it's really nice. The only thing I don't like is that sometimes that feeling gets a little bit too like humid. I don't know, it's a little bit sticky, so it's weird to fan with and do tricks on. Now it's not, because I put a shit ton of oil and it got all the way on the fucking end of it. It's fucking annoying, and hopefully it's gonna get out, it's gonna go away soon. But anyways, so yeah, sometimes it feels a little bit sticky, which is good, but at the same time it's kind of not, because it feels weird to do fans and stuff like that. But it's not a big of a deal, I think. And either if I'm finding myself to have different preferences, like for instance, I really like the roundness on this and those But if I had to choose between roundness and like hexagonal handles with like these 45-degree cuts, I would 100% go for a 45-degree cut. That's just because it is a lot easier to control your knife with those. This thing is, I don't want to make this slippery because my hands are fucking oily. But I really like the 45-degree cuts, but that's a thing that I prefer of. That's my preference. So yeah, but still, this knife, amazing. Get the light blade, tape it, they sharpen it. If you want to train it, if you're looking for a light blade, that's the perfect light blade for you. Go for it. And yeah, that's it. Tiny little review on the Kraken. So thank you for following today. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope you will enjoy it, and see you in the next one. Bye guys.